There are 3 pieces to the wrist routine that you're going to be using to condition your wrists for any and all of our hand balancing work, acrobatics work, and locomotion work. The first is the palm tearing stretch, increasing the mobility of the fascia through the fingers and the palm, as well as the mobility of the actual muscular tissue of the forearm flexors higher up in the forearm as it gets closer to the elbow. At first, you will feel most of the sensation in the hand and the fingers, but as that fascia gets more mobile, you may feel it getting lower and lower in the forearm, closer to that elbow. The idea here is keeping all 4 of your fingertips, other than your thumb, planted on the wall or on the floor, as you'll see in a second, while you bend that elbow, reaching back. On the wall, you're thinking about taking the elbow below you to touch the wall, and on the floor, you're thinking about taking that elbow back to the thigh at first and eventually all the way down to the floor, without letting those fingertips move. Next are the wrist flexion raises, and this piece is to strengthen the forearms and the wrists for hand balancing and acrobatics work, giving it even more loaded prep. You lock the arms and lock those scapula in place with a slight protraction. You're also externally rotating the shoulder, simulating the tension of twisting your hands into the floor to maintain stability through your hand balancing. You can also see I'm pulling my thumbs away, so I'm only pushing through the 4 knuckles of my fingers, primarily focusing though on the index finger knuckle, that first knuckle. This drill is also called the first knuckle raise for exactly that reason. The last piece focusing on will be the fist extension stretch, or just the open palmed wrist extension stretch. You see me doing the fist variations here. I want you to squeeze all of your fingers as tight as you can into a full fist, wrapping your thumbs over the top to lock in those fingertip positions, and you're interlocking your knuckles together so those fists stay connected. You keep the back of your wrists completely flat on the floor, and you only push up as high as you can until that fist starts wanting to pry open, or until the wrists start to peel up away from the floor. You can also do a single arm variation of this, one hand at a time. In this hand, I am going into a little bit of a fist, but you can be looser with it, have an open palm, and just use this to really explore the mobility of those extensors, the backside of that forearm.